So in this video, I will try to make it simple and as clear as possible on how to start to enjoy the life utmostly, how to start to get pleasure, to obtain the things that you want in your life, and to move from this situation where you're not content with the position, with the situation that you're in, to start moving towards your goal, to start completing it, and to get the utmost pleasure and great experiences from the things you achieve in life and from the person you're becoming. So I will start by outlining some of the key symptoms that we are confronting when we do live an unfulfilled lifestyle. First of all, there is a problem of your overall situation, of your overall life stage in which you find yourself. You may be a student, you may be a worker, you may be a student who doesn't really like the studies that he performs first of all. So your studies are not that you want, your work is not that you really want, and you feel that this situation, this overall life stage through which you're going, does not bring you a sense of fulfillment. The common causes for these activities are either that we were told by someone, most commonly by our parents, to pursue the university degree, to pursue to get a stable job. However, a stable job does not always result in fulfillment. From the time of Industrial Revolution, the workers were working on a stable job. However, they weren't fulfilled. It was pretty hard. It was hard. It was absolutely unacceptable to see the conditions they were going through. And the corporate office does represent this workplace that obviously evolved, but you are the same piece in the bigger mechanisms that views your presence, that views the humans working there as a resource, and does really have the goal to exploit you for their maximum benefit. So another common symptom of this problem you are experiencing may be the fact that you don't like the activities that you are performing on the daily basis. When I was a student, when I was studying at my university, I would constantly find myself doing the things which I didn't really enjoy. I didn't really know what to do because I was stuck in this learning circle. I was coming home from school, doing this, like sitting on my phone and so on and so forth. I was relaxing. And these activities haven't brought to me the pleasure which I really wanted. My lifestyle wasn't really based on the activities that I should really pursue in order to accomplish veritable goals which will result in fulfillment. They were rather some activities which were based on the fact that I have to deal with the fact that I don't yet know how to structure my lifestyle, in which direction to move, and how to really start combining the studies with purposeful and meaningful activities that will drive myself towards the bigger goals. And the problem that you may as well be confronting is that the activities that you may be going through do not represent the activities that you really want to perform. They do not bring yourself the great fulfillment that you're seeking. Therefore, you rationalize them as being not that bad. And there is certainly room for improvement. You should structure your lifestyle on the fact, on the things that you like doing, on the fact that it will bring fulfillment for you. Hence, we find ourselves in the situation that is being problematic for us. We do not invest our time in the domains which will drive ourselves towards our best self, towards our dreams, towards our goals. We spend our time focusing on the activities that are not fulfilling and that do not represent the domains in which we should invest. That's why you do not experience pleasure from the things you're doing. That's why your life looks like not the dream life you were obviously seeking. So why does this problem arise? These problems do represent the consequences of a bigger cause. We are speaking about investing in the domains, in the things that are not simply made for you, that do not contribute towards your realization, that do not simply contribute towards your fulfillment. These are not your tasks you should be dealing with. In order to solve this problem, we have to understand what does our dream life look like. We have to understand on which domains our dream life should be based, which I will explore in a second. And after we will understand what are these domains in which we should invest, what our goals should be, it will give us a vision, it will give us an image of our future selves, of our ideal future selves that work towards their most preferred goal. Hence, we will shift our priorities towards other more important domains, and the work itself will result in the obtainment of pleasure, because this will be the things, the interests in which, after investing, after working on them, we will get the pleasure, because we grow, because we contribute not towards non-essential things, but towards our future, because these domains do represent our interest. So how to deal with it, how to finally solve this problem, and how to obtain the pleasure, how to be fulfilled in life. Let's do a simple exercise. So close your eyes and imagine yourself a picture from the moment you wake up till the moment you go to bed again. What would your ideal day look like? Imagine your dream self just going through all activities since the moment you wake up. You may be meeting your family, you may be doing a large variety of activities in which you're interested, and make it clear if you need, you can be fully financially assured, you can have all your needs met, but simply imagine what is this ideal day walkthrough, what does it look like? For me, for example, it was that I woke up in a big house, in a house with my family. It was based, this fulfillment was based on the purposeful work that I was doing, and it was based on fun activities, on the activities that have to deal with sports, with so on and so forth. Hence, from this picture, I understand the domains, the things that represent my ideal lifestyle. Why this is important? When you understand what your ideal day looks like, it will be very effective for you to group it into 3 most essential goals that you should have and that really constitute your dream life. So for me, it was my ideal self that wakes up. It was the family that meets me, and it was the purposeful work that I was dealing with. Hence, what are the conclusions that I can extract from this? Me, what does the ideal self of mine represent? The ideal self of mine for me, I don't know what is your situation, but for me, it represents a person who knows, who is an expert in my domain. For me, is the domain of diplomacy. Who is an expert, who has a really good language knowledge, who can effectively and precisely communicate with people. The family. The fact that my family meets me does represent the fact that, and it is happy, of course, does represent the fact that I pay attention to my family, does represent the fact that I am in constant connection and that I'm really trying to contribute towards a spiritual growth of my family, towards the best coexistence together. And the purposeful work which I was engaging, you can see an example of the purposeful work that I am engaged in my dream life. It's the contribution for the society. By filming this very video, I hope I contribute towards the development of this society, and this represents my purpose. Why did I list all these goals, all these domains that created my dream life? Because now I know in which domains, in which 3 most important domains should I invest in order to get fulfillment. Did you see it? By understanding what your goals, what your domains of the dream lifestyle look like, you understand what are the most important goals you should invest in. This is the purposeful work I was dreaming about in my future life, and you can clearly see that I'm contributing towards towards my fulfillment, towards realization. By filming this very video, by speaking with you, it brings me fulfillment, because the fact that I contribute to a common good does represent the pleasure that I get in my dream life. Thank you so much. I hope I made this video clear. If you have any question, feel free to ask me. I hope it was understandable. Thank you for watching me. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you found it enjoyable. Thank you so much, and see you next time.